Hello, I'm Jim Cummings, the writer and director of The Wolf of Snow Hollow and The Beta Test, and you are listening to the Horror Squad podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Horror Squad podcast. This is episode number 438, where tonight we will be talking about 1986's Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. This was my selection because I don't really know. Steve put the pressure on me to pick something, and I came up with this one. Basically because I wanted to watch. It's been a very, very long time since I've seen it, so I wanted to revisit it. And we have been talking about doing something, I guess. I don't know if this was a video nasty or not, or if it was on the list, but I feel like it's considered one of the more like shocking or like disturbing ones. So that's why I picked it mainly. So we'll be talking about it soon.
To just answer your question, it wasn't a video nasty, but I can totally see it being on there.
Okay. Yeah.
No, but people put it on the like craziest movie list often, you know. So
yeah, it's always like on like the top list. I feel like shocking or most disturbing horror movies. So I've been wanting to, do that. Todd shot down Salò.
I would shoot down Salò too, especially Salò.
72 films are on the video nasty list.
I wonder how many we've done.
Yeah, I'll look it up while you're talking.
All right. But yeah, you just heard them. I'm here with Steve and Todd as always. Gentlemen, how we doing? How was your week? What's new? I know Todd attended a horror convention over the weekend.
I did. I'll let you guys go though, since it'd be a little bit long recap for me.
What did I do? I joined the A-list. I am now an A-lister. Yes, thank you. Hold your applause.
Oh.
Hold your applause.
I have one of your autographs here. I got to put on eBay right now.
But yeah, I've wanted to do it for a very long time. AMC's A-list. Basically, it's $25 a month, and you can see up to 4 movies a week, if you so choose to. So I was like, well, I mean, we see at least one movie a week. So at the end of the month, that's, basically if you see 2 movies a month, it more than pays for it. So I been telling Sam, I'm like, we should really do it. I was like, we go to the movies enough. So finally we pulled the trigger and did it. And yeah, we saw 2 movies on Saturday, which I'll talk about during what watch. I saw Scary Movie. And then we saw I Love Boosters, non-horror wise, which is a movie I never would have seen otherwise. Sam really wanted to see it though, so we went and checked it out. And it was actually pretty good. I enjoyed it. However, we had a horrible experience. Well, I personally did. I'm sure everyone else didn't enjoy it either. But during I Love Boosters, it was a pretty small theater. It was probably the smallest theater I've ever actually been in at an AMC. There's only like 4 rows total, and that includes like the 2 like low tiers, and then there's like a top tier. There's only like 2 rows. But we went, and like the movie was fine for like an hour, and then all of a sudden like a group of like 10 Gen Zers came in, obviously sneaking in. I would say they were probably, I don't know, who knows, between like 15 to 17 years old, maybe.
For context, is this a horror? What kind of movie is this?
Maybe even a little younger. This is like a very, I don't even know how to describe it.
Like a drama or romantic thing?
It's like a comedy, like sort of, I guess I would describe it as, but it's got a good cast. Keke Palmer, Demi Moore, Will Poulter. It's like very like eccentric, I guess would be the best way to put it. But the plot about is like basically a group of girls who boost stuff from stores, like they steal stuff, so they call themselves boosters, and like they sell it like on the black market. And Demi Moore is like the woman who owns like all these like fashion stores and is trying to like sort of stop them. And Keke Palmer's like your main actress in it, and it also had the girl from Welcome to Derry who played the mom, Mike's mom, in it, and she was in Toxic Avenger too. She's in there. But yeah, no, it was, like I said, good movie. I would recommend it honestly for like people who are into those types of movies. I enjoyed it. But yeah, so an hour in, like I said, these group of kids came in, and I was like, I don't give a shit, man. Sneak into movies all you want at that age. I could care less. But so they came in, like 10 of them, and like they sat down in the front row, and then like they all got up and like changed rows, and they did it like 3 or 4 times, like changing seats, like playing fucking like musical chairs. So that was already put them on my radar. Like it was just like bothered me. Um, and then they were talking and obviously like and stuff like that. And I'm just like, oh my God, these kids suck. But I was like, whatever, I can deal with a little bit of talking. And then they all got up and left. And I was like, okay. And then 10 minutes later, they all came back in and they sat down again. And like they were talking the whole time and stuff like that. And I'm just like, Jesus, these kids are fucking brutal. And then they started vaping in the theater. And like that obviously bothered me like even more, just started making my blood boil even more. And then like the girl, one of the girls like she like vaped, and then she like turned around and like blew the vape like towards us, like not like directly in our face, but like basically like into the whole row. And I'm like, what the fuck are these kids doing? And then one of them yelled out like, yo, this movie's boring as fuck. So I was done. So I literally got up. I went over the railing because they were like in like the lower row. And I said, hey, I was like, can you guys shut the fuck up? Because people pay for this movie and have a little bit of goddamn respect. And they're all like, oh my God. And like being like all stupid or whatever. Right. And then so I sat back down and I was like, this is probably going to continue, but whatever. At least I said something. And then one of them got up and started like twerking in the middle of the theater and like doing. Surprisingly, none of the kids were filming because I was like, this seems like the type of thing kids would film or whatever for fucking their social medias. But once they did that, I got up and I started like leaving, and then they all like freaked out and ran away. And they followed me out of the like directly behind me, like literally like on my ass, like as like I was like leaving to go like report them or whatever, which I really wasn't going to. I was just going to like scare in hopes that they'd be scared enough to run away, and they did. And then they proceeded to call me the N-word, and then which was crazy. And then they all ran out like the back entrance, but one of them held the door open so they could come back in. So I started like walking towards them, and they all ran off. And yeah, and that was it. So it was horrible.
My blood's boiling, and I wasn't even there, man. Jesus,
it was horrible. I'm
cocksuckers.
kind of shocked I'm the only one that like said something, because it was actually a pretty like full theater for such a small theater. But yeah. I mean, I don't think Sam blames me. She was afraid I was gonna get jumped though by them, which I can't blame her. It was like a group of 10 or 12 of them, so it was like half boys, half girls. But I was like, yeah, kids that age, I feel like just want to be assholes to be assholes. So I wasn't too concerned about that aspect of it. And we were in like a public like space, so like maybe if it was in a more like secluded area, I may not have done it. But yeah, it was the first time I've ever spoken out or spoken up like in a theater situation. And I've had my fair share of annoying people, but these kids were on like another level where I could just not let it go. So yeah, that was my weekend.
Well, sorry you had to do that, man. If there's any
younger
people out
I know
here
you've spoken up before, like in the past, right?
Yeah, quite a bit. And I'm not trying to say like, tough or anything like that. It's just like you pay money for it.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, like for someone like myself, like I don't have a lot of time to go out to the movies. I have kids of my own, and we all work and we all have life stuff. So for someone to be so inconsiderate to fuck up your time, like that's why I told you guys offline, like I can't go to the movies during the summer. I just can't, because there's too many fucking kids there.
Yeah.
And then I only go to the movies if it's like a 9:30 showing because no one's fucking there. But it's like people are just, I don't know. I guess maybe we're just old now, man, and this is how we are. But I was I was never like that, So
yeah,
weird,
strange. I was like, who the hell raised these kids, man? Like, but like sometimes you can be raised right, and then like you get with just the wrong fucking crowd. Like, especially when the kids get all together. Like I did stupid shit when I was a kid too, but yeah, it was too bad. That's
a bummer, man.
Like, just listen, theater etiquette, be respectful.
Life etiquette.
Movies aren't fucking cheap these days either, man. Like it's crazy. Like, so yeah, that was a bummer. But the movie, luckily I still enjoyed the movie despite that. I'm just glad it wasn't a movie I really, really cared about, because then that really would have ruined my experience. But
yeah, fucking douchebags.
I hope I never experience anything like that again. And you're right, it's such a crapshoot, because I'll talk about it during Walt Watch. I went and saw Backrooms, and I was really concerned because it was like prime time. I think we went on like a Saturday. Or actually, no, it was actually during the week, but it was in the evening. And it was like a sold out theater almost, and it was like a lot of like younger kids, because they obviously, the movie's pulling in a lot of younger audience, and great crowd. Everybody was like super quiet, super into it. So you just never know.
Yeah, unfortunate. All right, so I had a pretty good weekend here. I went to a brand new first showing of Spawn of Scarefest, which is an offshoot of Scarefest, which is in Lexington, Kentucky, coming up in October. And that one has just been huge. It's getting bigger and bigger. It's outpacing Horrorhound by a lot, and I love Horrorhound. But so they decided to do like a little smaller offshoot in June, obviously. So I went yesterday as of recording. And this one is over in Griffin Gate Marriott, Lexington, Kentucky, which is about an hour from me, in a hotel. And it was just an awesome experience from the get-go. I was lucky enough to get a media pass, so shout out to them. Thank you very much for that. And like one of my biggest things about cons, regardless of people's cleanliness and stuff like that, is like when it's unorganized and like parking situation just fucking sucks. This one, complete opposite, man. Pulled into the hotel. They had an usher at the top. Hey, you guys here for the con? Yep. All right, go ahead and go that way. We're putting you in parking spot, blah, blah, blah. And we drive down there. Another usher. Yep, follow that person right there. And another, it was so organized for parking. It was awesome instead of being a free-for-all. So that was great. Shout out to them for that. And then once you get in the hotel, super organized, how to like clearly marked where you get your media passes and where you check in for VIP. And there's plenty of volunteers. Sometimes, like I went to one, Columbus HorrorCon, which was a relatively new one, and that one like was completely fucked. Like there's multiple people or one person doing multiple jobs. So I'm like, hey, I'm here for a media pass or whatever. I'm here for VIP, and like, oh, I got to help over here first because I'm doing this giveaway line and I got to run back and forth. This one didn't have that problem. They had plenty of people helping, super friendly. And then as far as a con goes, so yeah, right off the bat, it was a 10 out of 10 for organization. Like, hell yeah, keep doing that, please. Con was awesome. I personally went for the TCM crowd because I had never seen these people here. Alan Danziger, you had Terry McKim there. Let's see who else we had. We had Ed Gein or Ed Gunn. I forget how to pronounce his name, but he plays a truck driver at the end of TCM. He was there. And then Grandpa was there as well. And I met everyone but Grandpa and the truck driver. Grandpa I met a few years ago. And then truck driver, I thought he was charging a little bit too much. He was 50
Really?
bucks for about 30
What?
seconds of screen time.
I met him at Texas Frightmare. He was only
like
$20.
Yeah.
And I literally said to him, I was like, thank you for keeping your prices so like reasonable, but clearly someone talked to me.
Yeah. Which is nuts because
that $50 is insane for a guy who was literally in the movie for 5 seconds.
He's in the end very like what I was 100% going to get him, and I'm like, you know what? I got to maintain my principle. Like it's 30 seconds screen time, $50, not cutting it. Plus he was next to Jerry, who, Alan played Jerry. Alan was charging $40, and he's one of the main kids.
Yeah,
and so was Terry McMinn. She was charging $50 for the combo, but she's on the fucking artwork,
Yeah.
So it was a little bit strange. So, but she was a sweetheart, man. They're both very nice. But Terry like took extra time and was telling little stories about TCM here and there. She had a bunch of 8x10s, some stuff that I'd never seen before. Her signature, she's one of those people that takes paint pens and takes her sweet time to do it, so it looks fucking beautiful. Loved it. They were awesome meeting. I also met Carrie Keegan, who's the final girl Jessica in Jason Goes to Hell. I don't love that movie, but I have a really cool poster that I got that's like original, like it was hung in like a Blockbuster or some shit. So it's like, kind of special, right? So met her, $40, great price. She signed, it's a double-sided poster. I'm like, hey, like which side do you think I should do? And she's like, I'll do them both. I'm like, fuck yeah. So that's the second time that's happened. First one was Michael Berryman. She was very nice talking to me about the movie shoot, and she still had her original costume on display. It was really neat. And then last I met, what's her name? Hannah R. Hall, who plays Judith in Rob Zombie's Halloween, the opening kill. And yeah, or not the opening kill, but his sister's death. And she's very sweet, very nice lady, and her signature's awesome, and that was cool. Also $40. So prices were great. They also had Skeet Ulrich there, who had, and this isn't like attacking him or anything, but no line, which was awesome because I
Really?
think it's like a new,
Shocking.
like he had a line, but like
Yeah.
compared to like what you see at bigger cons, like it's hours
Yeah.
long. This is maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes at times.
Mhm.
You had Devin Sawa there. You had Elliot Fullman from Terrifier. You had David Howland Thornton from Terrifier. Danny Hassel, Andrew Divoff from Wishmaster, and Lee Waddle. Oh, and all the fucking guys from Scary Movie were there. So that was cool. But yeah,
How's
Skeet.
David Howard's line?
All of them were like very quick.
Quick, yeah.
Yeah,
So
because they're. hmm So like the con was like laid out perfectly. They had multiple rooms and you had to walk, and then they had like outside area for food trucks, and it was just so spread out that like you never were like having to turn and rub elbows to get through people's. It was very nice. So
nice.
everyone was great. Prices were pretty fair. Kane Hodder was there. He was charging $80. He was the most that I saw, but I think
Yeah.
that's kind of on brand for him right now. But yeah, I love meeting those people. The staff were great. The layout was awesome, and it was just like an awesome con. So hopefully, Spawn and Scarefest like keeps this momentum, keeps it like prices within reason for actors, and then like keeps doing what it's doing because it was fucking great. And this is one of the better experiences I've had in a long time, just because it was so well organized and so spread out where like you weren't on top of each other, which can get very annoying. So
Yeah.
check them out for probably next June, and then October. Obviously, they have their Big Dog event, which has like 50 actors, and it's a crazy lineup. So
Awesome.
hats off to them.
Excellent. Well, sounds like you had a fun time.
A pleasant time, yeah.
A pleasant time. Yeah, I love cons like that where they're not fucking like insane because obviously like cons in general now have just gotten craziness. Like I really want to go to Boston Fan Expo, but I know it's going to be just an absolute shit show. Yeah, because the guest list is insane. Like they have like basically the entire cast of Lord of the Rings is going to be there. Cool. Yeah, plus Mel Gibson, which I would love to get him on a signs poster. However, he's probably like $200 or something like that. It's like, and Danny Glover's going to be there too. So they're doing, like a Lethal Weapon reunion, which is kind of cool. And I forget who else is going to be there, but it's.
Well, if you go, I might have to send you my Saw poster for Danny Glover.
Oh yeah, for Danny Glover, yeah, that'd be cool. For sure. Yeah, I would love to add him to mine as well. Yeah, but I don't know. I'll try. I'm gonna try, but I don't. We'll see. If I'm gonna go at all, it would probably be on Friday, which would probably be the least busiest of the days. So we'll see. I think it's in August. So because it's a week after is like your Canadian Fan Expo, right? Steve, are you going to that?
Which I'll no fuck no. Like they would need to have someone that I really, really, really want for me to go back to Fan Expo.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably the same way in Boston as it is in Toronto. You're fucking nuts to ass the second you walk in to the second you walk out. There is nowhere to relax. Like it's insane. It's never again if I can avoid it. It's just it's too crazy.
Joe, I hate to be the bearer of bad news here, but Danny Glover's only gonna be there Saturday and Sunday.
Oh no. So I guess I would go Sunday if I were to go at all.
How do you feel about this price though? $70 for an 8x10, and then $90 for premium, which I don't know what is premium, like what he means by that.
Probably an item.
Probably like anything above an 8x10 like item. Yeah.
I'd personally do it because he's Danny
bad
Glover.
For Danny Glover. Yeah. Like I feel like he's enough. He's okay enough. Like what's Orlando Bloom charging? I say he's gonna be there. He's probably fucking insane priced.
He is $150. That is a little too pricey for me.
It's a lot. What
else are you looking at here? We got Carl Urban. Oh, let's see if they have Mel Gibson's price up there.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be a lot. I already know it.
$300.
$300. Yeah, see, I don't think I'd pay that. Like as much as I would love to get like a signed poster. Like,
jeez, Mr. T is gonna be at that con.
Now, how much is he charging? I'd go for Mr. T.
He's $150.
Ooh.
That's
pricey. Gosh damn, what are these guys? What are we doing here?
It's the world of cons these days, man.
Yeah. Everything
just price gouging everywhere. But all right, well, that's enough con talk, I think.
Con talk.
Although it's coming, it's the height of it right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. I'll be attending some stuff in September, October, I think. So, Yeah. So
Last
I'll be
one
able to
here.
go to.
Last one here. Corey
Ooh,
Feldman,
okay.
$160
Yeah.
if you don't.
Yeah, it's 80 or
Yeah,
160
80. Yeah,
depending
80
if
of
it's
them.
Yeah.
It's
If you
crazy
personalized or
do-
shit.
not.
yeah, personalized it's 80, unpersonalized 160.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy because
Yeah.
like like I get why he does it because he's like, oh, I want like real fans to have my autograph or whatever. However, if you're going to Fan Expo, like I feel like you probably are a fan. Like I feel like not too many like autographed like flippers are heading to like Fan Expos these days.
They
But
make
who
it
knows?
$40 then. Friendly price,
Yeah,
you know?
I guess. Yeah. I mean, I'd love to get them, but
Oh,
like
yeah, me too.
I'd like to get them on a Friday Part 4 poster, Lost Boys,
Hmm.
and I'd probably get them on my main poster too. But I'm not paying 160 for them. You
Yeah.
know, no, I'm good. I'm good on that. All right. Well, I think it's time to start the show, gentlemen, and head into what watch. So tell me what you've been watching this week.
Steve?
Yeah, I'll go first. So I am completing my 3-week journey here with the final movie in the series, I fucking hope, and that is The Human Centipede 3 Final Sequence, which was released in 2015 and you can watch over on Shudder. So, first film, a doctor has an idea where he could make a human centipede and he does it. Second film, a guy is a fan of the movie Human Centipede and he decides he can do it better, so he makes a 20-ish, 25 person human centipede. Third film, we're hitting Inception. A guy watched the second film of the guy watching the first film and he decides, hey, we run a prison here. Let's do a 500 person human centipede. So that's basically the premise of the story. It's interesting that they brought most of the actors back from the other two films as other roles. So the doctor from the first one plays the prison warden, and the creep from the second one plays his little like secretary minion or whatever. And the film is an absolutely fucking unhinged mess. It's just a bunch of like different scenes where they try to get as gross as possible. They castrate, prisoners' balls and eat them for dinner. They like torture people. It's just like, it's so fucking off the wall. They just throw everything they can at the wall, and it's just, I don't know, man. This movie is just not good. They just said fuck it with this one. And there's no rhyme or reason. All culminating to this giant human centipede. But by film three, the human centipede is just not interesting anymore, to be honest. It's like, I don't know. It just lost its luster. And yeah, I by this point I was just kind of over it. It's not clever, it's not funny. It's bad. Is it as bad as the reputation suggests? No, I don't think so. People like put it in some of the like this one of the worst films ever made. I wouldn't put it that far because they did put some kind of effort into it, but I would still say it's the worst of this series. So I personally, unless you're doing a series watch, wouldn't recommend it. So that is the Human Centipede 3 final sequence that I gave a 1.5 stars out of 5 over on Shudder.
Oof. And we've done about 5 or 6 of the video nasties, by the way.
Oh.
Cannibal Holocaust and your usual suspects like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. My first one is called Unmasked Part 25, which is just them making fun of like all the, sequels to horror movies out there. This one came out in 1989. And I believe the alternate title is like The Hand of Death or something, which is way cooler than Unmasked Part 25. But it is about a disfigured serial killer that is, all fucking just disfigured looking. So he wears like a mask and shit. And of course, he takes out his rage on various peoples. Um, and this is also in England, by the way. So he goes to this, killing spree. He goes to this party, kills everybody. Awesome fucking kills. Loved it. I loved his look and everything. And then he meets this blind chick at the party that I guess doesn't know she's hot, and no one's ever told her because she falls in love with this fucking freak show. And she's like, I don't care if you're disfigured. I love you anyway. And she like falls in love with this fucking serial killer who's clearly got more issues than just, wanting to hide his face, man. Just fucking read the room, lady. But like, is he becoming soft? Does he want to get out of the serial killing game? We meet his dad he lives with, who's a total piece of shit and like abused him as a kid. So that's why he kind of turned out the way he is. And he's like, Dad, like, I'm fucking done, dude. I'm out of the serial killing game. He's like, bullshit. You're an ugly motherfucker. And I can't even look at you. And then it makes him mad and he goes out and kills again. Will he fall in love with the girl? Will he treat her right? I guess you just have to find out because I give this one a 3.5 out of 5. And there's a very nice Vinegar Syndrome release Blu-ray for this one, and that's Unmasked Part 25.
Very nice. My first one tonight, 2026 release. Went and saw Scary Movie Part 6, which apparently they're just calling Scary Movie, which I think is a parody for Scream 5 being called Scream, because the majority of the movie, essentially the like narrative, like plot of it is Scream 5. Like basically they follow like that exact plot point down to pretty much like everything, which is actually kind of impressive. But yeah, man, I I wouldn't say I was like super excited for this one, but I was definitely like I was excited that like, the Waynes were coming back to do this one, and we were getting a lot of the original characters from the first movie in this one. So I had hope for it. For sure. But yeah, man, I was ultimately pretty just let down with this one. The biggest issue was I didn't find most of it funny. Which is what you're looking for this movie. It was fine, like, to like turn your brain off and just sit there and watch it. And there were a couple of things that made me laugh here and there, but I would say like under, 30% probably landed for me, honestly, of the comedy bits that were in here. It was great. Anna Faris and what's her name? Is it Regina Hall? I believe. Is that?
Yep, that's it.
Yeah. They were both great. Like, as in it. And the Waynes are always, a delight, I think. But man, like the new characters they brought in weren't great. And then like all the legacy characters they brought back were all Dave Sheridan, especially as Doofy, I thought was horrible in this. Like he just was not like Doofy. Like his performance like was just not nearly as good as it was in that first movie. Like it just felt like almost like a different performance. It just like was very odd to me. And I didn't find him funny like at all in it. Like I did in the first one. Yeah, man, like I thought the ending was probably the strongest part of the movie. Once they sort of reveal like who the Ghostface killer or killers is in this one, I thought it was like funny and silly enough, and I enjoyed that part of it. The intro I thought was very rough, and the first like 2/3 of it after that was not great. And then solid ending, which kind of saved it from being just an absolute loss for me. And then there were 2 post-credit scenes, which I actually thought were really good and probably was better than the whole movie. I was like, damn, especially one scene in particular, which was like a long leg scene that I think they showed it actually in the trailer with the small hand guy who didn't get like any screen time in this movie besides one like cameo. And I was like, man, he should have been in this more, because the post-credit scene with him I thought was fantastic and was super funny. But yeah, man, overall this was just a miss for me. I would say it probably rivals amongst like one of the worst in the franchise as far as the other 5. Like clearly 1 and 2 are like the peak. Those were, I thought, both really effective and funny movies. And then 3, 4, and 5 was where it started to lose it. I'd say it's probably laced somewhere in the middle. I guess I don't know. I'd have to rewatch them all to say like ranking wise, but I gave it a 2.5 out of 5. If you're like a scary movie completionist, wait for it to come out at home and watch it then. But I would not waste my time going to the theater to see it.
Yeah, it's disappointing, but totally expected, honestly.
Yeah.
We'll
I made a ton of money though.
Yeah,
made a ton of money. And I'm sure there'll be another one after this made.
Yeah. People are gonna have to take horror seriously now because it's fucking killing this year in the theaters. So, all right, my second film I watched because Joe sent us, me and Todd, a message that's an anniversary of an event that happened at Scarefest or Scarecon or Scare something.
Scarecon, yeah.
Scarecon 8 years ago, I think, where the very first person or first table that they had as a podcast, Three Guys at Horror, was for a movie called The Ranger, and they had Jeremy Holm, the Ranger, as a celebrity guest, and that, without knowing, is what led to this version of the podcast for a bunch of reasons I'm not going to get into. And I had realized I never actually watched The Ranger. I even have a signed poster that Joe gave me from Jeremy Home of the Ranger. So I'm like, I guess in lieu of that, anniversary, I will finally check it out. So I checked out 2018's The Ranger over on Shudder. The movie is basically of a girl. She has an unfortunate accident with her uncle, and they lived in the woods together. He passes away. So the story takes, and then the Ranger comes and I guess like talks to her and stuff like that. And then years later, she's moved out. She's now like a punk girl. She's hanging out with a really like douchey crowd, and they're committing crimes together and stuff like that. And they commit a particular crime that is so bad that they need to kind of leave the city for a while. And she's like, "Well, I have a cabin, that I have in my family, and no one's using it, so we should go there." So they go to this cabin, and there's this ranger there who's basically like, the sheriff of the town, but he's like super stickler to the rules. And he's like, "You kids better not fuck around." So, of course, they go to the cabin, and then eventually the ranger starts picking them off one by one and reveal why he's doing it to the girl. This is like a decent modern slasher. It's got a lot of great kills. I think the main girl, Chloe Levine, and Jeremy Holm do a really great job in their roles. The rest of the cast, absolutely insufferable. But this was probably by design because they're gonna get killed, so you want to see them get killed. And it's weird because you're not like rooting for the Ranger, but you kind of are because you hate those characters anyway. It's like this weird thing. But then they go fucking off the wall with him. He just like does some really creepy, weird shit that makes no really sense to me. And I don't know, it just kind of goes off the rails near the ending. But I did enjoy watching it. Like, it's a good like one-time watch. I don't think I'd watch this again. But kudos to Jeremy Holm and Chloe Levine. I think they did a great job. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. I noticed Todd gave it a 1 star, and I was trying to figure out why. And then I realized, you know what this reminds me of? It's like Becky, basically, and he fucking hates Becky. So maybe there's just this like feeling, yeah. So yeah, that's probably it. So yeah, 3 to 5 stars. You can watch it over on Shudder.
Give it a 1 star, huh?
Know who produced this? Larry Fessenden actually produced The Ranger. One of the producers of it. For those of you Larry Fessenden fans out there, he's done a lot of stuff. Directed. Oh man, I forget what he directed, but he's an actor too. He was in Maxine. He was in a bunch of stuff actually. But I know him best for directing Depraved, which came out probably like 5 years ago or something like that. But he's on my. Jeremy Holm gave me a signed poster from him. Signed like a Ranger poster, so that was kind of cool.
All right, so my last one here is 1983's Curtains, and this one is about this like popular actress and her director, sleazeball director. She wants to become method, dude. So she goes to an insane asylum, checks her in because she was like, "I need to understand what an insane person goes through. I'm gonna check into this." The director leaves her in there, bro. And then she's like breaks out and finds him, and turns out he is in his little estate in the woods, and he has like 5 young hot actresses coming over to the his house to see who's the best fit for the role. And of course he's trying to bang them all, like he's Harvey Weinstein in this whole group, right? She shows up from the insane asylum, like, "Oh fuck, like I didn't mean to leave you in there. Don't get mad at me." Meanwhile, people start dying, and is it the escaped woman? Is it the director? I don't know. Find out. This one has a good the Synapse Films Blu-ray out for it, and I really love the how this was set up, man. Just a secluded thing, a movie about making movies, kind of, with a lot of great looking ladies and some cool looking kills, especially when they're on the ice, and because it's like in the wintertime, and they're on the ice, and then the killer's on ice skates, and it's just a really cool sequence. But the execution kind of fails for me. It's a little bit too convoluted, and a lot of stuff doesn't fucking matter at the end of the day. Like, okay, she was in an insane asylum and she broke out. Are the cops looking for her? No. Does her sanity play into any of this? Nope. Does her being like put in the insane asylum and abandoned by the director, does that make her mad? A little bit, not as much as you would think. And there's just, I don't know, stuff like that. There's like random, like a caretaker that's there. He's kind of a random guy that bangs one of the chicks too, but that's consensual at least. And it's just strange. So I really like the look and the feel, and the killer's like mask's pretty neat. But overall, it was more of like an average film. Oh, and also the sleazeball director is Officer Mooney from Killer Comes from Outer Space. So if you like that guy, he's a sleazy motherfucker in this. So root for him to die. And then yeah, so that's Curtains. I gave it a 2.5 out of 5.
Nice. All right. My last one tonight, 2026 release, a movie called Backrooms, which is all the rage right now. I have
Do I need
not.
to mute myself or your
No,
or
I
turn my
won't.
volume
No,
down?
no, I won't spoil it at all. Because I know most people haven't seen it yet. Like I said, I was gonna go see it another day, and every showing was completely sold out, which is the first time that's happened to me in a long time. I did not understand the reach this movie had. I didn't understand the mythos of Backrooms. Like, I didn't know like really anything about it going into this movie. I know, other than knowing it's just like a super popular like internet sensation. So yeah, I went in fairly blind on this one. Besides, I think seeing a trailer or two for it. But yeah, directed by like a 19-year-old kid too, which is crazy. This ended up being A24's highest grossing movie ever, I believe. So shout out, and it's still going. So yeah, this one is about a guy who owns a furniture store. He ends up staying late one night and ends up finding like a portal into an alternate universe in the basement of his furniture store. That is the Backrooms, apparently, which is like this labyrinth of, I guess, like office space, sort of like massive, like just warehouse of office space, essentially, that has all like, that doesn't make any sense. There's like no rhyme or reason. There's doorways where they shouldn't go. There's tunnels and like hallways and stairways that don't make any sense and stuff like that. So he, is going like through this, like almost like nightly, to try to like figure out like what are these Backrooms, and that's all I'm gonna say about it. Because I don't want to spoil it anymore. Yeah, man. Like overall, I really dug this one. I feel like a lot for some people, they may not enjoy it as much because it's definitely an A24 movie. Like definitely a slow burn for sure. And some people are gonna like where this ends up, and other people are not going to like sort of where this ends up. Overall, I liked it. I really wish they stuck with more found footage. There's like a 45-minute segment of this movie that's found footage, I would say, and I fucking loved that part of it. I think the weakest part of this movie is the narrative part, like, of the movie. I didn't love the sort of storyline of the main character and his therapist. So yeah, I found that to be definitely the weakest segment of this movie, and I feel like I won't even say anything more because I don't want to say too much. So overall, though, I dug it. It's definitely top 10 worthy. Where it's going to land on my top 10, we shall see. I would say, like, out of the May releases, I mean, because May was like probably the biggest release for horror in some time, as far as like just movies that ended up doing massively. I would say I liked Obsession and Hokum more than Backrooms. If I were to rank like the three I saw, I don't remember if I saw anything else in May, but those are the three real big ones I know that sort of came out.
You saw Passenger.
And Passenger was terrible. I did not like that at all. So yeah, out of those three, I would rank it lowest, but I still give it a 4 out of 5, which I think I gave all three of those movies 4 out of 5s. They were all really great in their own ways. But yeah, and the more I'm away from Obsession, the more I'm thinking about raising that. But we'll see. We're going to discuss it at some point, which I think it will lead to being me rewatching it. And I think we're going to watch Hokum possibly next week. So I'm excited to revisit that because if you listen to the episode, you know of my shooter, my scared of possibly being murdered at that screening situation that happened. So I'm really excited to rewatch that one too. But yeah, Backrooms was great. I think a lot of people will definitely dig it. And kudos, Kane Parsons, man, 19 years old, just fucking crazy that he was able to get the funding, and like obviously like he was just making like YouTube shorts or whatever, and they liked what he was doing, and that's fucking awesome. So that's all. And with him, and you got him at 19, and you got Curry Barker at 24, I think, when he made Obsession. I mean, awesome. So the horror genre right now is thriving and is in just amazing hands right now. It's really impressive to see, and the money that's going to be thrown at horror right now is going to be awesome for everyone and all of us. All right, I guess that's it. They will write novels about this period of horror down the road. I think maybe not that
final episode too in May. So
yeah,
like the biggest release,
the biggest release of the year. But no, this is definitely a moment in horror history that will be talked about for sure. I think in the annals of history of horror, this is going to definitely, there's going to be a shift. The shift is coming, and we'll see where it takes us. So it's pretty interesting. All right, but now it is time to head into trivia. And Todd, let us know them scores for trivia, my friend.
Steve leading the pack by a large margin, 16 to Joe and I's 8. Can the evildoer be stopped? Can Steve wipe that fucking smirk off his stupid face?
It's just because to give Joe back Hip Hop Locos would give you so much joy.
Uno reverse card on him.
Yeah.
Gee whiz.
I don't wanna.
Look at him. Look at that little smirk he's got.
Yep.
What do I even have? I gotta watch. Barbie and Penguin.
Yeah, Save the Tiger.
That'll be the next one I'll actually watch, I think.
And then the Vordelak, which is a great movie.
Vordelak's great, man.
Actually, that one I actually want to watch. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Evil piece of shit,
and I gotta
Steve.
watch the wrestling one too.
A wrestling one.
Oh no, you don't have to anymore. I switched it with Vordelak.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. I'm gonna watch them this week. I'm gonna try my hardest.
I'll go first. I do have a theme this week. All of my trivia questions are somehow related in some way to signs because I did trivia last week thinking Joe would be on. So
all right,
and I didn't feel like changing them.
Signs, eh?
Yes, in some way.
Okay.
I mean, I know people listened to the episode last week, but what was you guys' like weakest moments from Signs?
For me, the actual aliens, they're pretty pussyish.
Fair.
Yeah. We were talking about how ironically the aliens were kind of the weakest.
Yeah,
we feel like they weren't threatening enough to the world. You know, like they weren't like Independence Day.
They killed a lot of people. They just didn't show.
Yeah, but how they had their little jizz shooter out under their arm. I know, but we saw that he grabbed the fucking kid, put his jizz shooter in his face. That's how they did every human.
His lungs were closed.
Okay, then he would have been dead, Joe.
All right.
Hand-to-hand combat. People are fucking scared. Like,
no, they're not. Those fucking guys. You just splash you sneeze on them.
Well, they didn't know that, Todd.
Well, someone knew it
at the time.
Bullets will still kill them.
I will say, I liked the movie a lot, but I really hated the cop character.
Oh,
yeah. Walking in the house.
Get the fuck out of my house.
All right. So first one is guess the movie based off the cast. We begin with Ayo Solanke.
What the fuck is that?
Who?
Verity Marks. Cassandra Potenza. Aaron Abrams.
That name sounds familiar.
Dylan McEwen.
Dylan.
And Carson McCormick.
You left everybody out, probably.
No. Now I'm going to start going. No, I'm not. Now I'm going to go into the more known names.
Okay.
Will Sasso.
Oh yes, the comedian. Yeah.
Good actor.
Katie Douglas. And our boy, Kevin Durant.
Oh, yeah, he's a monster of a man, that guy.
Yeah. Love him.
Big dude.
That's the whole cast. So,
gee whiz.
Is this an M. Night movie?
I didn't say that.
Somehow related to Signs in some way.
So I'm assuming one of the actors is in one of these is in this movie. So either Joaquin, Mel, or someone along those lines. Kevin Durant is the only one I can think.
Kevin Durant and Katie Douglas are the two stars. With Carson,
I don't think I know Katie Douglas. Well, not by her name.
Yeah, you probably know her face.
Describe her face in great detail.
She's young and brown hair. Hair. I don't know how to.
I'm trying to think like all the horror movies with these actors in it.
Zombieland.
Wrong.
Oh,
this is like the whole cast. Like, there's no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I stand by my terrible pick.
Okay, you guys want a hint?
Sure.
Sure.
It was released within the last 5 years.
I mean, I don't think it's Abigail, but I'll say Abigail.
Oh, that's a good guess. I mean, Cameron Dawn's in it, so.
Yeah.
But there are other actors in Abigail. So.
I
Catherine
have
Newton
no
was in
idea.
that, no? All right.
Yeah, she was. Yep.
Yeah, in Abigail. No, so the answer was Clown in a Cornfield.
Ah, yes.
Oh yeah, okay.
No, I already
Sucks.
forgot about that movie.
Yeah.
It was all right. But
Yeah, I thought it was decent.
Yeah.
Fine.
See what I mean by attached to science in some way? Not necessarily
cornfield,
like
How was
directly.
that
yeah.
attached? Oh, you
Cornfield.
bitch.
It's what do you
Not
mean,
attached
man?
like at all, but kind of.
Okay. Oh yeah, it has a sky in it.
The whole thing's a fucking cornfield. Like,
Whatever.
All right, I'll go next.
All right.
What is the killer's weapon of choice in the film The Burning?
Shears.
Correct.
Shears.
Mhm.
Steve won. Fuck it. Give it to him. Quarter's done.
Hip hop locos. Hey, essay.
Hey, essay. Holmes, essay, Holmes. I literally counted
fuck,
them. It's
hey,
100%
essay.
accurate.
Yeah.
All right, Steve, pick a fucking word, any word. You can say the for all I give a shit.
No, let's go with
Boner.
Star.
Ooh.
83 questions available. This one's too hard, so I'll skip that one. All right. Joe hasn't seen that one. It's Godzilla question.
What was the hard one? I want
What?
to just hear it for
You
that.
haven't,
How
you haven't
much-
seen Godzilla, Joe?
Minus one, year one? The one
Yeah, I
that came
saw
out in
that one.
Japan. Oh, you saw it?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
Okay.
it's great.
We'll go back to
it's
it
awesome.
then.
The
No,
one
that
where
one-
he's
that
the
one's way too easy.
kamikaze
Was
pilot.
that, unless
Yeah.
that was the answer.
Yeah.
That's the one on this one.
No, so the
I
hard
saw
one
that in
was
theaters. Fucking,
It's a good movie.
Awesome.
the
Yeah.
hard one is in the beginning of Firestarter. The dad tricks the taxi driver, saying that he gave him a $500 bill. How much did he actually give
Oh,
him? So
Jesus
that's not,
Christ.
Yeah,
that's a little
I-
deep. That's a little deep cut right there.
yeah, it's a deep one. Yeah.
And then the Godzilla one's what war did he fight in? That's way too easy.
Okay.
Okay, so in Thanksgiving from 2023, what sport was the girl's boyfriend a star in?
Football.
Incorrect. Before suffering a broken arm at the store near the riot at the beginning of the film.
Baseball.
Correct.
Yeah.
Baseball. Good movie, man. I rewatched it on tape. It was fucking good.
Thanksgiving. Yeah.
All right. Guess the movie by the Did You Know section in IMDb.
Did you know?
First
Did
one.
you watch the? Sorry, did you watch the Ice Cream Man trailer? The new
I
one,
did.
the
Looks
newest
good.
one.
It
Yeah.
shows way too much, I think.
It does.
It's yeah, stop that, people.
Stop it.
All right. Trivia. About 10 minutes into the movie, as the SWAT cars are approaching on the road, a billboard is visible in the background advertising the movie The Watchers.
Okay.
Quotes. You always do that. You stand with your left hand on your hip like it's holding you up. Goofs. When the main character turns on the fryer to cause the bottles to explode, the oil starts bubbling immediately from being room temperature to the 300-degree mark. No fryer gets that hot that quickly unless there is a nuclear device running it.
That's a Todd grip. I love it.
All right.
Hot oil.
Crazy credits. There's a short scene early in the closing credits.
Okay. There's a what? Short scene?
Yeah.
Okay.
Soundtrack, Hey Na by Ladyboy.
Hey now,
Ladyboy.
hey now. That one? Don't
Ladyboy?
dream it. That song? No.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey now, hey now.
Any guys? No?
Nope.
Nothing?
No.
The first one's a pretty big one, too.
It was.
What, say that
What
one
was it
again. What do you got?
Okay. About 10
The
minutes
SWAT?
into the movie,
Yeah.
as the SWAT cars are approaching on the road, a billboard is visible in the background advertising the movie The Watchers.
I'm gonna throw it out based on the song only. The
The
Stand.
Crazies.
Wrong.
Both wrong.
Uh,
Stand. No?
Yeah.
Dang it.
That song does feature in the stand, but
It
no.
is. Yeah.
So I'll give you a hint. The Watchers 2024 film.
Oh shit. So what the hell's is that the one with Keanu Reeves or something?
No,
wait.
it's a horror movie
That's-
in the woods.
Oh yeah, is that an M Night one?
No.
Or
M Night Shyamalan.
that's the one though.
Shyamalan.
Did you guys see that one? Is that the
I
one where
did.
like they're in that house, the glass house,
the glass
or whatever,
house in
and
the
those
woods. That's right.
creatures?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's not. Oh, wait, what? I thought the Watcher was when the girl goes to like Romania and she's stuck in her apartment. The dude's like
No,
watching from the other side.
that's something else. It's yeah, I know what you're talking about, but no, that's not it.
The what?
It's one
the
where
chick
she's in
from
the woods
fucking
with with the
That's
basically
Night
glass
House.
house.
Night
Oh,
House.
no, this is it's
No?
called The Watchers.
Gosh, what? No, I
So
need to know what that movie is though
there's
when she's in
SWAT
Romania.
vans. There's SWAT
Um,
vans in that movie with what's her face is in it.
no,
Dakota
what's the name of that
Fanning,
fucking movie?
I
No,
think.
You guys give up?
no.
No, because it had to have come. If that poster's on there, that means it came out like within the last year or two.
I'm still stuck on what the name of the movie is of her in Romania when the boyfriend and she's stuck in the apartment. There's a dude
Yeah,
across
I
and
know
he's staring
exactly
at her, and
what's
he's
that
standing there
actor?
and she's pissed. And she was in fucking Nick Cage movie where he's a fucking
Yes,
albino
yes,
killer.
yes.
It
Oh, wait.
follows girl. It's called The Watcher.
Yes.
Is it
No, it's
also
not.
called
That
or
movie was
Watchers,
really
maybe?
popular though.
It's called
Wait, I think it
Watcher.
might-
It's just called
Watcher.
Watcher. This is The
Okay.
Watchers.
Yeah, that had Micah Monroe in it, right?
Yes,
that's right.
Yeah.
And that
That's
was
not what we're
good.
talking about right now. We're talking
All
about
right. Well, now we got that solved. Now we can go back to the main question.
Yes.
Repeat everything you said.
Yeah.
I think I have the answer, but I
Oh,
can't remember what the title is.
No. Okay.
Just like that one time I
I already forget all the other clues.
Oh my
'cause I was
God.
keyed in on.
SWAT was in it. At some point.
Okay, you guys give up?
No. Based on the year, I'm gonna go with the movie that I can't remember the name of, but if you're a kind and just God of trivia, Steve, you'll give it to me by the description alone.
Okay.
They're at a what's it called? A concert with his mother and
right.
father and son or daughter,
I'll give it
and
to
they
you.
go to it.
I'll give it to you.
Thank you.
It's Trap.
Thank you.
Trap.
I thought
So
stuck. I'm like, that's not
the
fucking right name.
Watchers is actually directed by M. Night Shyamalan's daughter, and that's why it was featured into the movie.
That
Trap.
chick that's in Trap is a
No,
director
it's
too?
actually his. So his,
Well, his
other daughter
daughter's
Lady
the
Raven.
singer, right?
is the singer
Lady
in
Raven. Yeah.
Trap, but his other daughter directed The Watchers.
Terrible movie.
Awful.
Both
Fun
both
to
movies
watch
weren't
them.
good, really.
That was like a
Um,
10-minute
Yeah,
trivia.
but the
10-minute question.
Watcher
there.
was excellent though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Watcher was really good.
Watcher's
Yeah,
really
The Watchers not so much. I didn't love it.
We've
And the
completely
Night
derailed
House
here.
is good too.
All right, let's get
Yeah,
back.
Night House is
All
great.
right, guess the movie based off the IMDb information.
Yeah.
This movie was released in the year 1980 with an R rating, clocking in at 1 hour and 27 minutes. Categorized as B horror, psychological horror, serial killer, slasher horror, splatter horror, crime, and drama.
All of them.
Currently sitting at a 6.3 out of 10
It's good.
over on IMDb
I have a guess in here.
with a Metascore
Already?
of 22 out of 100.
Oof. Brutal.
Do you want to guess, Steve?
But I don't want to give it away and then wait till.
They're out there, big dog. You got a 10-point lead.
All right, fuck it. Maniac.
Yes.
Gosh
it
damn
is
it.
Maniac.
This motherfucker.
See, the idea is not to know
Damn,
the questions, Todd. It's to get into Joe's mind. Think, what kind of questions is he looking for?
Jeez. I don't want to get in that mind of his.
Right.
It's nasty.
Yeah, you see what he sends us on Instagram. Yeah.
He's made the THSP Instagram group chat into killing again. Knock it off. It's for
That's right,
horror only.
baby.
All
All right,
right,
Todd.
Joseph, or I call him Joseph.
Oh,
Give me a word, any word.
all right, Sam, get a word, any word. Give me a word, any word. Yep. Nope.
Oh God. 7 opportunities with the
All
word
right.
nope, which I'm
7
not gonna give you the
questions.
answer because that one is too easy. All right. What type of animal do the people sacrifice to the alien entity in Nope?
A horse.
Correct.
Hmm.
They sacrifice a horse. Of course.
All right. Guess the movie by the IMDb parental guide.
Okay.
Sex and nudity.
Oh, yeah.
No sex. We got
Sex.
nudity. A girl changes in her bedroom, revealing her breasts.
Interesting.
Violence and gore. A woman gets chopped in the head with an axe. We see it hit her head, and blood hit her TV.
That happens, unfortunately.
Profanity. Around 7 or 8 uses of the F word, along with light uses of other milder language.
Hmm.
We're getting spoilery here. Here we're getting into the
Oh.
where you can get it. Alcohol, drugs, and smoking. Rare you could get it off this category, but lots of frat house beer drinking. The detective smokes and drinks whiskey.
Oh, it's Night of the Creeps.
Correct.
Nice.
Mhm.
Night to the Creeps.
Aliens. That was my theme for
Which
that
is
one.
also for the people that know the true history of our podcast, it's also connected to that event that Steve was talking about
Oh,
back
yeah,
in
that's
the
right.
day.
Oh, yeah,
That's
it
right.
was.
Yeah.
Very closely. In
Yeah,
fact.
without knowing, I referenced
Yeah.
them. I just need
That's
to go
hilarious, man. Every time I see that person announce, I'm like, oh man, I just remember that incident.
Yeah.
All right,
Back to
someone's up.
Todd, or
Is it me
I think.
already?
I
No,
think.
it's Joe.
Oh, it's me. All right. 3 letterboxed reviews. Can you guess the movie?
Hmm.
All right. Number 1. I struggle to think of a single horror film where the first half so expertly served what comes next. I love how in the beginning this is shot with a bright, almost serene like eye before descending into crooked camera angles and dreamy colors.
Ooh,
The entire film feels like a march leading to the inevitable.
Okay.
good review. Whoever wrote that.
I have one in mind.
I do as well.
Number
Fucking
2,
Fortune favors the bold. Midsummer.
incorrect.
Ooh.
Ah, damn it.
Now I'll wait for the other two and see if I'm right.
Number 2, an absolute horror masterpiece. This film is a genius subversion of what horror can be. It's so decisively self-aware in its playful dialogue and genre manipulation. Never has a horror movie committed so much to trying to convince its audience that it isn't going to be a horror movie. It spends the first 90 minutes as a romance drama with some mystery and thriller elements, and then becomes so utterly horrific for the final act.
It's not the one I was thinking.
Throw it out there, big dog. Reset it.
Nope. I'm waiting one more.
Motherfucker.
Okay. Number 3. Honestly, those first 2 should have given it to you, but
Really?
well, if you were gonna get it.
Oh.
And then number 3, this is what I assume happens when you meet people off Tinder.
Yeah, I guess. When Steve gave me permission to guess.
Off Tinder.
No?
No. I'm gonna go Barbarian.
Incorrect.
Is it Run, Sweetheart, Run?
Incorrect.
Oh,
That's
I
a
thought
good
that was a
guess, though.
shoe-in for that. Damn it.
I would say think about tonight's movie.
Okay.
Yeah, we watched Henry.
Portrait of a Serial Killer.
Yep. Tonight's movie.
This is also another movie about a killer.
That's in horror. That's a that's a thing.
Usually.
Yeah.
But think about the
Yeah,
reviews. A movie that basically is a romance drama for the first 90 minutes and then turns into a horror movie in its final act. Incorrect.
Damn it, dude. That's some good guesses.
Yeah, no, that was a good guess. Let me just think quickly if I can.
We've definitely all seen this. I believe I don't know if we reviewed this for the podcast, but I feel like we may have.
I
I like Fresh. Fresh
I
is
can't
good.
think of it.
All right. The movie is Audition.
Oh,
Oh,
I would never guess
no,
that.
me neither. That's
good.
not at
We
all
did-
where my
we-
mind is going.
We did review that one.
Yeah, we did.
Mhm.
All right, is that it?
No, you.
Oh, Steven, pick a word.
Let's do snow.
Snow. Okay. 14 options here. Never picked the first one. Okay. What is the subtitle to the follow-up to Jack Frost 1997, Jack Frost 2
Oh.
in
We
2000?
had this question, I think, didn't we?
Did I?
Yeah. we've
Oh,
had it.
yeah.
Yeah, but I don't remember the answer. But because I feel like Steve got it last time.
Yeah, but I don't remember it now.
Hmm.
No, I don't
Let
know.
me ask a different one then, since I already answered that one. But it was the Revenge of the Killer Mutants. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Which I think you asked, Joe, if I remember correctly. 'Cause I think I got it
yeah,
right.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say we definitely had that question. It was probably on the Jack Frost episode.
right.
Mhm.
Which is probably why I would have known it because
Yeah.
I looked.
It's funny because most of these questions are fucking Jack Frost related questions. Okay. In The Wolf of Snow Hollow, what gives away the killer to the police officer? He's like,
Hmm.
oh,
I forget.
The Wolf of Snow Hollow.
I saw it. I didn't like that
2020.
one. I know you loved it.
I loved it. What gives away that the guy is the killer
I don't know.
to the cop? Nothing. Okay. It's the killer's abnormal height because he's fucking huge and he like stands up and the cop's like, oh
Yes.
fuck. And then they fight and blah, blah, blah.
Thank you.
Good man. Good
We
movie.
interviewed that man.
Yeah, we did. Jim
PP Man.
Cummings.
Jim B. Cummins.
Yeah, isn't that who like people think is our fourth but
Yeah, AI
Right,
does.
yeah, AI thinks.
yeah,
AI thinks.
I think that's our fourth host. So
What do we interview him for?
I don't
He had a
remember.
movie coming out. I think you guys interviewed
Yeah,
him for.
I don't remember the movie though.
Where he's like an executive or something.
It would have been
Yes,
the
that's
beta
right.
test.
Yes,
The beta test. Did that ever come out on streaming?
probably.
It's on Tubi right now, and Prime, and Plex. So
Nice.
There we go.
Maybe I'll have to watch it.
I don't
All right.
recall much about it, but I think it wasn't bad from what I remember though.
I think you guys both enjoyed it. All right, so 2s across the board tonight for everybody, which brings Steve's lead to still at 8 at 18 to 10s for Joe and I.
All
Can he
right.
be stopped?
How much time we have left?
I don't know.
well,
Boy, probably
Todd's not
much,
here
right?
next week, so
Uh-oh.
Time's
Living
running
Dead
out.
weekend
then.
next week.
Oh, nice.
The final one.
The final. Sad.
Mm-hmm.
Tears.
Sad.
Are you gonna meet anyone?
I'm gonna do Galen and Ken just because I want to
Galen?
get 8
Okay.
by 10 from them
Yeah.
at the mall.
Nice.
I got Scott.
Nice.
I got him both multiple times, but he's got to. You got to.
All right. Awesome. Alrighty, and now it is time for our main event of the evening. 1986's Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer, directed by John McNaughton and starring Mary DeMoss, Tom Tolles, Tracy Arnold, and Michael Rooker as Henry. Plot. Arriving in Chicago, Henry moves in with ex-con acquaintance Otis and starts schooling him in the ways of the serial killer. Pretty good plot. I like that one. But Todd, let us know a little more about Henry. And also I have a question. Do you think Rob Zombie named Otis for this character in this movie?
It's
very possible.
Inspiration?
Yeah. It is funny that what happens with Sheriff Wydell investigating the Otis, right? Anyway, excuse me. We pretty much open with a series of dead bodies, right? Various women hacked and killed, and floating face down in a fucking creek, and one's like got a fucking glass bottle in her eye, and we're just like, oh, what's going on here? Then we meet Michael Rooker as he's driving around, and he's just fucking cruising. He's cruising. He goes to a diner. He calls a lady. Tells a lady, he got a very nice smile. Gives her like 9 cents as a tip on his bill, you cheap fuck. And then we follow him and we meet Mr. Otis, aka Cooper from 990, aka Sheriff Wydell from House of 1,000 Corpses. He has an awful haircut. I hate to say, he has an awful haircut. I mean, you gotta let it go. Also, gotta go to the dentist, buddy, because let's figure that out. And then a woman turns out to be Otis's fucking sister, who I don't know about you guys, but looks like she could be McKenna Grace's fucking daughter. That's how
I was thinking Becky from Roseanne, actually, and she was named Becky in the show. Yeah.
I see that too. But I even looked. I'm like, what's McKenna Grace's mom doing? And she's just like she's not an actress. I'm like, damn, it looks just like her. But yeah, so she's coming back from an abusive relationship, and she's gonna live with her brother Otis, who lives in this piece of shit apartment with what's his face, and they're just like they're two boys out having fun. And now she's like the den mother for them. And of course she sees Michael Rooker, and she's like, this guy's fucking cute. You know, I'm attracted to dudes that are fucking pieces of shit because I just got out of a relationship, left her daughter back with her mom, and goes to Chicago to fucking get a job. It doesn't make sense. I guess get away from her husband or boyfriend or whatever. Turns out Michael Rooker's a serial killer, but no one knows that until one night, him and Otis, boys being boys, go out and get a couple of hookers. But fucking Michael Rooker can't control himself, kills a hooker in the back seat of the car, kills his Otis's hooker, and he's like, basically, yeah, I'm a serial killer, dude. Let's fucking kill together. And then they go through like they're growing, you know, they're becoming serial killers, they're killing people. Meanwhile, the girl totally has the hots for Michael Rooker. Is she gonna be killed? Is she gonna be found out? Is she gonna get on the crew? Is she gonna be just making fish for them the rest of her life? I don't know. We'll find out. This is like Joe and probably Steve. I don't know the last time you saw Steve, but first time in got to be 20-ish years at this point. So I didn't remember. I remember the basics of the story, but nothing else. And overall, I enjoyed it. But it definitely had some weird things that I'm looking forward to talking to you guys about. A lot of strange dialogue, and like sometimes the characters weren't even paying attention to each other with the way they responded to one another. But we'll get to that. But overall, I think it's a fine movie, but definitely lower than I remembered it being. What about you guys?
Yeah, hadn't probably seen this in 20 years myself. Yeah, I mean, I remember like seeing it in probably high school and thinking it was really good. And I actually met, I sent you guys a picture. I'll have to post it in the Discord, but I met Michael Rooker like not long after I saw this movie for the first time, like back in 2007. He was doing a con and met him, had him sign Henry DVD, which 2-pack, which I still have. But yeah, man, I will say it wasn't exactly as I remembered because I didn't remember much of it, honestly. I remembered like some of the killing scenes. I specifically remembered the TV sales scene, which I still think is probably my favorite part in the entire movie.
You come in here with 50 fucking bucks and waste my time. Shut the fuck up, dude. Sell me a TV, bitch.
Which we could definitely discuss in a little bit. But yeah, but overall, I did enjoy this one. I don't think I enjoyed it as much as I remembered, but I still think it's a really good movie. Michael Rooker makes this movie for sure. His performance is great, and I think Otis, Tom Tolles is great in this as well for being such a piece of shit character. His performance is really good. Becky is definitely like a good sympathetic character. So like all three of those characters, I really enjoyed like sort of following them and sort of their sort of weird tales. But it's definitely like a slow mover, like at times, but the movie's short. So like I never found myself bored even during sort of the slow moments because I was always interested in like what was going to happen next and sort of like where it was going to go and what Henry was going to do. I think like the sleazy like Chicago, like landscape like background is pretty cool as well. And yeah, I mean, it wasn't like as brutal as I remembered, but there's some pretty fucking brutal and like disturbing scenes in here for sure. One scene in particular, which I know we'll talk about. But yeah, overall, I liked it. I liked it, but just not maybe as much as I remembered liking it, but still really solid.
Yeah, so I'm basically gonna just say the same things you guys get. I saw it 24 years ago, and I only know that because I moved out of my parents in 2002, and it was the first thing I purchased. I went to the I said the story last week, but I went to the like DVD store and pre-order and ordered it special order because they didn't have it. Something I really want to see, and I remember really liking it at the time, and I was expecting like you guys for me to be higher on it this time. I still think it's a good movie. The thing that's disturbing about this movie to me is that the killings seem more real than in other movies. Like, they don't dwell on them very much, and that seems to be more what a real serial killer would be like, rather than usually it's these big kind of setups and stuff like that in other slashers. This one's very low key and in a really unnerving way, and I really dig that about it. But at the same time, it is a movie and we're trying to be entertained, and there's just some weird shit that I'm like, why? Why is this happening? It goes into a little bit of pedophilia. It goes into incest, which is like a thing in horror. I don't know why people always have to go with the incest, but I think it's well acted. It definitely has that skeevy feeling. Is it one of the top like hardest movie to watch? No, not even close, in my opinion. Those lists are just so off. But yeah, I think it's a good movie. I just don't think it's a great movie, but still glad I got to watch it again.
Also, I wanted to note this director maybe directed one of the most important movie of our youth.
Yes,
Wild Things.
So random, right? For that. I saw that when I watched that. I'm like, wow, that is so random. That's interesting.
It's an amazing movie, though. Wild Things. I
wonder if it's still. I want to rewatch it because, like, obviously, like I only remember that one scene,
right?
But with Denise Richards and Nev Campbell, but like I want to watch the rest of it to see like if it's an actual like good movie or not.
If there's actually a movie in there somewhere, right. Denise Richards dripping. So my first note here is man, she needs to work on her small talk, dude, because they're at the dinner table and her and Henry are playing cards, and she's like, "Yeah, man. One time I was raped by my dad," and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And she kept going on, and this is where it's weird in the dialogue. She's saying all this horrible, heinous shit about her father being a complete piece of shit, right? And then Henry's response is, I wrote down, "You didn't get along with your daddy, huh?"
Yeah.
Henry, were you not listening to the story? He raped her repeatedly, and you didn't get along with your daddy, huh? No, you stupid bitch. Like, that was like, the characters weren't even paying attention to each other. There's numerous things like that where it's like, you guys aren't even fucking talking to each other. I don't get it.
I mean, I think Henry doesn't really care about anything. Like he's not a conversationalist. I don't even think he was listening to her. Like probably, you know what I mean? Just taking in bits and pieces. Like, his portrayal is just so, I feel like accurate to what like a real serial killer like would be. Yeah. So, and then that, I think it's in that same scene too, where he like makes up a story, like it feels like, about like how he killed
Killing his
somebody,
mom.
and about killing his mom, and who knows if he really even actually killed her, because then he's like, oh, did I like say that, or whatever. Like he's almost like the Joker, where he's like making up stories about like how he killed someone. So yeah, like it's curious to be like, well, like how many people like did he actually kill? Like he seems to be a pathological liar, I guess, too, which we never really get that again in the movie, but I thought that was kind of an interesting sort of backstory without getting a backstory on a character.
Yeah, I totally agree. Although my first note, which is probably the same as Todd's, his actual real first note is, how did this motherfucker pay for breakfast with like 30 cents and then also left a tip? Like, it makes no goddamn sense.
Yeah. And he bought cigarettes too.
Yeah, right. Well, that he actually paid for with like cash, but fuck, he drops like a quarter and maybe like a dime or something. You know, like it's just made no fucking sense.
Cheap fuck, dude.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, it's just, yeah, I think Joe's right. It's just he doesn't care. Like, he's emotionless. He's probably thinking of his next kill. He's probably starting to get that feeling again, you know, and he's probably repressing it to some degree, not to kill her, you know.
Yeah, he likes her.
Yeah, exactly. He's like unsure about the feelings he has for her.
I guess I love you too.
Right. She's coming onto him in a way, and
he wasn't really
like,
he clearly wasn't in prison for murder, because like he's out, right? So like I'm assuming he lied to Otis like about that, and like we don't know what he was really, I guess, in prison for. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was, I mean, who knows?
Something. Anything but murder, basically.
Right, yeah.
I thought, and I wrote this note because I didn't remember the whole Otis raping the sister scene.
Yeah.
So like I wrote this note before that scene happened, and I'm like, man, the brother and sister relationship is oddly sexual. Because he's
just that one side though,
bag.
like, because she never like,
no,
like she like.
Well, like, she's like, I'm gonna change in my shirt. Turn around. Just go in the fucking room. You just came
weird,
from,
but like a little weird, but like never like she never like led him on in any sort of way, or like did it like play anything like playful with him, like. So I mean, it was one-sided, like
it's very gross,
sure, on his side, yeah.
And then
very gross.
What's his face? I keep forgetting this isn't Henry. Say like he kisses his sister, and then he grabs him by the hair. Like that's the first time he like snaps, and Otis kind of sees that he's crazy because he tries to kiss his sister of all people. But I don't know. I mean, Tom's performance is great too, because he's just like fantastically sleazy in this.
Oh, he plays a good creep, man. Yeah, he plays a good creep in everything. You know, like you said, the Cooper and Night of the Living Dead, and the sheriff and the other.
He's great in the sheriff. He's pretty straight edge in there.
Yeah,
I forgot that he like killed with Henry too, like which I thought was kind of interesting, that he like sort of and he enjoyed it, like he got off on it, you know, and joined in on the killing spree, which I thought was interesting. Yeah, I mean, do we find out what he was in prison for? Do we ever find that out? No.
Tax evasion. I thought it was hilarious. So I thought it was really funny. Well, first of all, like half of these guys' lines are just like, "You want to get a beer?" Like they say that every scene, but then after he pulls his hair, after he kisses his sister, she's like diffuses the situation. Like, hey, why don't you guys go out and get a beer? And he's like, do you want to go get a beer? He's like, sure, let me freshen up. And he comes back with like the brightest fucking disco shirt on. I thought it was the funniest shit ever. Like he has that's his going out shirt, man.
Yeah, I wrote the same note. I'm like, oh my God, dude's going disco dancing tonight. Yeah. Like, holy shit.
And we immediately started quoting fucking Greasy Strangler. Take me disco dancing, Big Ronnie.
Right. I wrote that same note because it fucking
so
like
gave
me.
Place.
It's so funny. Do you guys have a shirt?
Shoplift for that shirt.
When you went out for like dates and stuff, like a true.
I had a couple of. I think when I was in my 20s, I had a couple of outfits I wore more often than not. One was like a sweater that had like a zipper in the front, and it was like black.
Fancy.
Yeah, it was definitely like on the fancier side. I wore that one a lot. That's
Steve wore his legend shirt with the arrows pointing to his
Yeah, no, but I did have
Oh,
a
man,
shirt.
the legend.
So I had this like button-up shirt that had like a tiger on it,
Oh god.
Oh shit.
and my now wife said after
You
that
wore that on
first
a date with
date,
her?
yeah, I did, and she's like, I don't know about him because of that shirt.
That's fucking shirt.
But I thought it was like the best.
You thought you were so slick.
It was like this blue, white and blue like tiger. Anyway,
Tell me there's a picture that exists of this
oh, there's
fucking
got to
shirt.
be.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I'll
god.
have to
That's your
find
mission
it.
to find it.
Yeah, but
That's so
I
funny.
did have a few shirts, but no, that one was a mistake. Obviously,
Mine
it was
were
the
just
equivalent
plain-
to his purple fucking like shiny shirt.
That's so funny, man.
Can we talk about the TV scene though?
Oh god.
How
Mr.
that guy
Alfonso
is
part
so
2.
fucking weird. Yeah, like what is going on here? Like I forget they break who breaks the TV? Is it Henry?
Otis does. He
or-
kicks it 'cause
Otis
he
breaks-
can't.
He
Oh
does.
yeah,
That's right.
Fix
Yeah.
it, yeah.
yeah. So they go
Dumbass.
to this fucking on the black market. This guy who just steals TVs clearly and is selling them whatever.
Can I pause you right there?
He gets so mad.
Can I pause you right there?
Yes.
So is he just hanging out in that storage shed the entire day, waiting for someone to knock on it to buy a TV?
Yeah, man. He's that's his job.
Crazy.
Like I'm assuming it could be a mob situation.
Yeah,
maybe.
I think it's a
I'm
network.
assuming. Yeah,
Yeah.
like a whole. Yeah, like people are stealing TVs and then bring it to him, and then he's the one that's like selling it or whatever.
He's a very busy
Oh,
man, though. Don't
man.
waste his time. He said.
Yeah, $50 for a TV though, good deal.
That's how much they are
back
now,
then.
fucking
I don't know
Facebook.
how
Yeah.
expensive they are back then.
I used to deal with a guy like this. Like quick story. It was when I was in the adult film industry, and there was this
With
one
your tiger shirt
particular. Yeah, there's this one particular like distributor who sold kind of the lower end stuff, and he was like, it was like the back of a warehouse it was a super sketchy situation to get there. Then you'd have to knock and it'd open, and this fucker was always there. He always had like a large pizza on his desk, and he had a cigarette mound. He would never empty his stupid ashtray. And it's just like he's smoking above this mound, and he had a giant like 2-liter Diet Coke, I think it was. And every time it was the sketchiest dude. And oh my god, that's what the first thing I thought of when I saw this scene. It's just so weird.
I wonder if he's still alive, that guy.
No, he died actually when I was working there.
Oh, wow. In the back room?
No. I didn't see him die, but I went one time and it was like the owner. He's like, yeah, he passed away from a heart attack. I'm like, no.
Yeah, because
fuck.
fucking pizza.
But anyway, yeah, the thing that was funny about that scene is how 19 inches is like a big screen. You know, it's like, dude, this is 19 inches. Now people look at a 19 inch and they're like, I wouldn't even have a
it's
monitor that
tiny.
small. You know,
Yeah.
like it's crazy.
What probably best kill in the movie, right? I would say
Yeah.
this TV kill.
Mhm.
It's pretty cool.
Although, even though it's not you don't see the kill, I love the bottle in the girl's eye in the beginning montage.
Yeah.
I think that was a really well done body. But as far as like a kill, yeah, this is easily the best kill in the movie.
I like when Otis gets stabbed in the eye. That was probably my favorite bit
That was brutal. Yeah.
because it cuts to the dummy, but it's really
Yeah,
really
the
cool
dummy.
looking.
Yeah.
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 I love a good dummy.
Mhm.
How do you guys feel about like there being like 5 different breakneck kills in this?
It's too many. It's like
It's a little
Yeah.
too
he even does a speech at one point that you never kill the same way, so that there's no pattern. But he's killing everyone by breaking their neck. So it's like,
Mhm.
what are we doing?
Do you
here?
like that there's never like any cop stuff in this, or like that they completely like don't focus on anything about him potentially getting caught at some point or them ever finding these bodies, and it just like moves on to him and the next kill? Like there's never a focus on that. Do you wish there was, or you're like, no, I'm glad that we just follow Henry?
I'm kind of glad we keep it like this because I mean, it would probably make the movie 30 minutes longer too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know
Sorry, I'm fine with it too, because we get that a lot in
Mm-hmm.
a lot of other movies. So I think it's kind of interesting that we just sort of follow Henry. I mean, the movie's called Henry, so it makes sense.
Yeah, I know the director said that was done on purpose, that they
Mhm.
specifically didn't put any cop elements into the movie because it is like a focus on the serial killer. You know, it's a portrait of a serial killer, not cop and robber situation. So I liked it. You know, we really got to focus on Henry's insanity and his serial killing ways, and I think it made the movie like, yeah, right. It would have been a different movie if we're seeing cops trying to get him all the time. It's just it wouldn't stand out as much. It'd be just another serial killer movie. You know?
Yeah, and I mean, some people might say, well, it's unrealistic. Like, but back then, like, there was no forensics or anything, and there was no rhyme or reason to who he was killing. So it makes sense. I mean, look at like all these killers from the I mean, because does this movie take place in the 70s? I'm assuming,
Yeah, it
or
looks like
maybe
it,
like
right?
80s. Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, it makes sense. Like, right, there was serial killers back then that were getting away with it all the time. So
Let's talk about that scene. That's pretty brutal,
sure.
where the home invasion one, and
Yeah,
it's uncomfortable, man. It's
it
very
is.
effective because it's just like all on one angle, and they attack a kid. It's just, yeah, it was pretty
Do
bad.
they kill the kid?
Yeah,
I
break
don't
his neck.
remember.
Break
They
his
do.
neck. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
right. Yeah. So they break the neck, and then he was going to rape the dead body, which
I know.
Henry
Fuck,
stops him. So I'm like, that's where the moral compass is. Like,
Well,
Because
he
his
apparently,
sister
doesn't do
and
taking it too
sexual
far.
stuff. Like he seems really
Yeah, he
against any
doesn't.
type
That's true.
of sexual activity at all.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
she's gonna fuck him, and then he kind
Yeah,
of.
no.
Do you think they were gonna fuck before Otis stepped in? No.
She wanted to. He
She
didn't want to.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think there's probably a history of sexual abuse in
Maybe.
like probably his mom. He even says it. I don't know, but again, we don't know if he's lying. That his mom would put him in a dress and make him watch her fuck
Mhm.
other guys.
Mhm.
So he probably has like a history of really bad sexual abuse, and
That's a good
that's his
point,
line. He never every movie where there's someone being a creep in a sexual way, usually Otis because he's a fucking creep. He
Yeah.
always stops it, and he gets really angry about it, not just
That's a good point.
stops it. Mhm.
Mhm. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I mean, definitely, I would say the most well, I don't even know if this is the most disturbing part in the movie because then you get to the obviously Otis raping his sister, which
Yes.
is
Yeah.
extremely
Yikes.
disturbing. I think I don't know. I feel like he actually was right. Like
I don't
feel
think
like
he got
was.
there.
No,
Thankfully, I think
Wait,
he
you
was
don't
about
think he
to.
was actually? No, I thought he
I think
was.
yeah. I
Was he?
feel like he
Penetrating
actually
her,
no.
yeah.
He definitely does because like she screams at that one
Yeah,
point.
because he says
Yeah,
he's thrusting, and then he's like flip
yeah,
over, and she goes when he thrusts again. So I'm
yeah.
assuming he was in it.
I think he was in the butt at
But
that point.
yeah,
Not to get
it
too
was.
graphic, but
No, I think so. It was just it got gross, man. It got
it
gross.
did. I mean, that part
Yeah.
was definitely that was gross for
Mhm.
sure.
I
And
think
I could see why people would put this put it on disturbing list because of that
Mhm.
one scene. Like it is like shocking, and I never expected it honestly. Like I knew he was like a fucking creep and like gross and stuff like that, but he never seemed like he would have pushed that boundary. But maybe I was
No,
wrong.
he seemed the
But
type to push that
yeah,
boundary.
little freak.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
So
mean,
now
why
she
in
was
that moment
raped by her
though?
dad
Well, I guess
and
he
her
was really
brother.
he's drunk.
right?
Yeah, he
he
had
was
just
extremely
drunk,
drunk at
and
that
he's
point.
probably like pent up because he's been watching that videotape
That's
of
true. He was watching
the
the
girl,
murder.
the murder, and her.
Yeah.
He's pulling her. He's like slow motioning him
Yeah.
to pulling out her tit. I think he was just horny and really drunk, and his
Mhm.
sister. I mean, his dad did it all the time. To his
Gross.
sister. So he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna get mine too." It's just it's fucking disgusting.
Yeah. Which leads to Henry and the sister killing. Well, she really didn't
She
do
stabbed
much.
him.
An
Yeah.
eyeball,
Oh,
yeah.
an eye. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then Henry finishes the job, and
Right.
then she's just on board. She's like, "Yeah, we got to get rid of this body." And
Yeah, but she doesn't
She's all for it.
know he's a serial killer at this point.
No,
just
she
thinks
don't,
it was
no.
just this one kill. And
Yeah,
he
self-defense
helps her
type
out,
thing. Right.
He dismembers him and
Yeah.
Mhm.
dumps the body over a fucking river or something.
Yeah.
And then they decide, hey, we need to go on the run. Instead of going back to her mom's house, they go where? Arizona or something?
Well, they're heading back, right? No, they're heading to the mom's house, right? Oh no, they're gonna go into hiding. You're right. They
Hiding,
go into yeah. They're gonna go into hiding, and he's like, we'll send for your daughter,
Mhm.
type thing, and they end up at a hotel,
And it doesn't end well.
and it does not end well. Yeah, man. Did you expect this? Because like it seemed like Henry actually cared for her in some way, shape, or form. There, like I just it makes sense that he would kill her because he's fucking just like a serial killer and has no feelings whatsoever. But I thought he did like have like a friendship with her and some sort of thing, which I think is what makes this ending so good. It's because it just shows that he really literally cares about no one. I mean, even this line of I guess I love you too in the car, which I thought was great and pretty funny line. Yeah, man, it was I think it was a great ending to this, honestly, and honestly heartbreaking to see her body literally just in a suitcase at the end. And it's a great way to sort of like ending shot too.
Yeah. She's a sweet girl, and she
Mhm.
the actress plays her well, and it is sad because she was just looking for someone to help her and be normal, and then bad stuff with her husband slash boyfriend, whatever he was, bad stuff with her dad, bad stuff with her brother, and then she ultimately gets serial killed. Like damn,
Mhm.
like she had a rough life.
Yeah, I love that they decided to go in a way where he wakes up, he's shaving, he's just took a shower, and then he just goes into the car. Then you see him dump the suitcase.
Mhm.
Like, you don't see
Did
the
you?
murder, you don't see her. It's
like that.
just all implied, and
Mhm.
I think that
Yeah.
was the right way to go for that ending because it made it more impactful in a weird way than actually seeing it.
Agreed. I mean, I also liked like how they just show him get into the car. But like you think, oh well, maybe she's like already in the car and he's like kind of getting in. But yeah, I think most people really know like, oh my god, like he probably killed her. You know what I mean? I think it's like a good way. Like some people probably are like didn't see it coming, and other people like 100% saw it coming. I think all of us, as three of us as Harpins, probably like were like, oh yeah, he definitely killed her. I didn't remember how this ended, so like yeah, so.
I thought it was pretty funny too. He didn't give a fuck about. He just threw it on the side of the road. Didn't try to cover it up at
Mhm.
all.
No.
It's just bloody. Like it'll be found in
Yeah, why
days.
wouldn't he? That's a good question though. Why wouldn't he hide it? You know what I mean? Like why
doesn't give
why
a
would he
shit.
just
I
leave
don't
it
think he
there?
gives a fuck. Yeah, like
Yeah.
he feels
But
the
why not just
pattern
leave her
is
body
enough.
in the hotel then?
Probably because
Yeah,
he
You
checked
know?
in under his name, maybe,
right.
and
Yeah.
that's kind of evident. Well, yeah, it would be evidence if
Or
he
people
was
saw
honest.
her, saw them walk in, or
Yeah.
they had to check. Yeah,
Okay.
someone had to check in, right?
Well, as
So
soon as she's
True.
found, though, it's pretty easy because cops
He
will
would
go
be
backwards,
suspect
right?
number
Like,
one, I would
yeah,
think. Yeah.
just like
but
he has the
there's probably
record
there's probably
already.
no camera. There's
Oh
it's just
yeah,
going
yeah.
off visual, like
Or like, hey, have you
However,
seen this girl? Yeah.
however, they would probably think the brother killed her because right, like
And fled.
if
Yeah.
they find him dead, like
Well, he was
well no,
dismembered.
because
They're not
he was
finding
already
him.
dead. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, maybe he would think they just went off together. I don't know what the cops would think in
They
that
probably,
situation.
honestly, the cops probably didn't give a shit either.
Do
Because,
you
like you
think Henry
said,
ever gets caught?
I think he gets killed.
he gets a
I think he meets
sequel.
his match.
So
I never saw part two. What happens? Can we? I mean,
Ooh, I got it
spoilers
right in
for
front
me.
of me.
I've never seen either,
it.
but apparently it's very little to do with this movie other than in
Is it
name.
Henry still? Is it?
Yeah, it's
still
Henry
like-
too.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's a synopsis. Henry has wandered into a small town looking for work and a place to stay. He gets a job delivering and cleaning porta potties and moves in with a coworker until he gets his feet off the ground. Henry and his new friends soon start. So the same fucking movie.
Basically. Yeah.
But it's not Michael
as good.
Rooker, right?
No,
It's
No,
not the
it's
same
someone else.
actor?
Some
Okay.
guy named Neil Giotoli,
Okay.
who was in Child's Play, which I don't. Was
Oh.
it the bum in Child's Play? I don't know.
Interesting.
I'm not gonna watch it.
I do have a couple questions for you. Number one, what do you think is more disturbing, the scene, the video, like the video recorder scene with the family, or the rape scene in Clockwork Orange, which is kind of similar?
Oh,
Oh,
good question.
Because I got vibes of that when I watched it. I'm like, this has minus the big theatrics of Clockwork
Yeah.
Orange.
Probably this because I feel like the Clockwork Orange, like I don't know, like you said, because of the theatrics, this one just felt more real. I guess.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Off the riff, I'm going Clockwork just because that scene's like 10 minutes long.
Yeah, it's long.
Yeah, it
It's
is long.
And
Yeah.
then Alex and his droogs are just crazy. This one does have the added kid factor, which is they're both fucked up. They're both fucked up, but
to me, nothing rivals Irreversible for most disturbing rape scene ever.
That's disgusting. But yeah. And there's no good one. It's
no.
They're all
but that one especially is brutal. And that is
that's
such
what
a
it's
good
known for,
movie,
right?
though.
Yeah, that we should do at some point.
Yeah.
If you want to start hitting the extremes one day.
Yeah. That one's so good though. I mean, despite that,
French people are fucked, man. Yeah, they make high tension. That one, martyrs. They're fucked people. My other question was that did you like that once in a while he'd run into people but wouldn't kill them, just to show that you don't know who he's going to kill and who you won't. I'm thinking of the scene of the girl with the Shih Tzu. Like the whole scene, I was on edge because first I'm like, he better not kill the fucking Shih Tzu.
Yeah,
because my parents had Shih Tzus growing up, and he just liked the dog.
I thought he killed her. I thought he.
No, she walks away.
I know, but he follows her down that alley. I
Mm.
thought it was implied that he followed her and
Oh,
killed
yeah?
her
He
personally.
may have. He
Mhm.
As
may
long as the
have.
dog's okay. Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, fuck her. The dog ran off
Yeah.
and got eaten by some bum in Chicago, but
Right.
it's a different movie. Patrick Bateman killed the dog, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
Stomped
stomped
it.
it. Yeah.
I didn't like that.
If we think, depending if
That's
he
true.
actually killed or not, that's the
Mhm.
thing, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Who
it's
won in a
true.
fight, Patrick Bateman or Henry? I got Patrick.
I don't know. Henry's pretty
Probably
brutal.
Bateman.
Right?
Yeah. Henry
but
was
Bateman
cut
was
in this
jacked.
movie, though. He
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
They were both cut.
Mhm. You know what? Honestly, I don't know who killed harder people to kill though, because they both go after women that are vulnerable, so they're not
Mhm.
exactly tough guys. So.
No.
I don't know.
And Henry actually did it. But
That's
Patrick,
true.
we don't. Yeah, so
know
no.
if he did.
So, yeah.
Most random scene in the entire movie, though, when he goes into like the bodega and the guy's like, "How about them bears? Fuck them
Yeah,
bears."
right.
Fuck the
Bears.
I wonder if that's throw it in just because he hated the Bears.
Probably, yeah.
Fuck the Bears. I just still like that he paid like 10 cents to the fucking diner. Like,
Right?
jeez.
God, that bothered me.
Still bought cigarettes with his other money.
Yeah.
And then he was like a pest control guy.
Hmm.
He got like $4
one
for his
scene.
work. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought that was gonna come back to play because he's like, no, keep the pesticide. I'll call you to do
For
the job."
sure. I thought for
Yeah.
sure that he'd be killing people with that
Right.
pesticide. Nope.
Never
not at
saw
all.
it again.
Nope. It completely fucking disappears.
Nope.
All right. I think that pretty much covers it. You guys got
Yep.
anything else? Or should we rate this sucker? I really enjoyed this. It's really good. Like I said, there's some things I didn't love. I think I would have liked to have seen honestly a little more like inventive kills, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's still like a really well done movie. It's very well acted. It's definitely disturbing and definitely invokes a lot of solid emotions for me. So I give it a 3.5 out of 5. I think it was good. I enjoyed rewatching it. Based on memory, I thought it was like a 4 out of 5 type movie for me, but I still think it's really good, and I would watch it again down the road.
I'm gonna bump mine up from a 3 to a 3.5 just because I enjoyed talking about it. I still think that a lot of the dialogue is a little weird. Like they run out of things to say and they have the same lines over and over again. Hey, want to get a beer? Sure, let's go get a beer. And it's just like how many times we say the same fucking thing. And I think that she falls in love with Henry a little bit too quickly, but then she also is a damaged person looking for love, I guess. So maybe that makes sense. But yeah, and then the kills, like how many times you can break someone's neck in this movie? Let's just do something else. But there's some good stuff in here, good acting. So I'll do a 3.5 out of 5.
I just did the same thing as you, Todd. I had it as a 3, but discussing with you guys and thinking about it more, I think it's more clever than I gave it credit for. But there are some scenes I didn't love. It is kind of weirdly slow at times, and I wish that there was more variety in the kills. Like the TV kill's fucking awesome. The bottle kill would have been awesome if we had actually seen it. And yeah, he just snaps necks for most of the movie, which is disappointing, but. Great acting all around, and solid movie, but not like a favorite, So 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah, and it's an hour and 20 minutes. So
Perfect.
fucking
Yeah.
beautiful.
Oh my
too.
God, love it.
3.5s across the board.
Unanimous.
And what do our friends over at Letterboxd have to say? They join in.
Oh,
Also
wow.
sitting at a 3.5 out of 5.
That's 2 weeks in a row
on Letterboxd.
that happens. Todd and I had 3.5 on Science.
Yeah. Wow.
Our friends had 3.5, and the mass public had 3.5. So
Wow. All right.
perfect. Yeah.
There we go. The only negative thing about this movie, I would say, really bad, the tagline. He's not Freddy. He's not Jason. He's real. I fucking hate that
that's awful.
tagline. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
For a movie that's like so serious to like be trying to compare him to like these like slashers, it's like
They
fake
should have
slashers.
said like
So lame.
Ted Bundy has arrived or some shit. Shoestring budget, $110,000 to make, and then only made 610,000 in the theater. I can't imagine this got anywhere close to a wide release. So
No, I mean it's become a cult classic over the years.
Yeah,
for sure.
I read in the trivia it says something like it made more than it costs, but it made millions on like disc
Video.
after. So
Yeah.
I can see this in like Fangoria and people just going out and because exactly what you did, Steve. You had to special order it and everything.
Yeah. It was hard to get. I don't know if it got easier after, but for me, I had a hard time finding this, and I had to special order it.
For
Wow.
If anyone wants to see it physically, the Dark Sky put out a Blu-ray, which is what I upgraded to recently.
Nice.
It has a lot of special features too on it. I didn't know this
Mhm.
was based on a true story.
Yeah, it
I
is.
didn't either.
He's actually named Henry. and
Doesn't
everything.
surprise me though. Yeah.
Very loosely based from what I've heard, but
Mhm.
still, yeah.
Okay.
Nice. All right. Well, I think that wraps it up. Have you guys both met Michael Rooker? You guys have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I met him for The Walking Dead.
Yep,
Very
I did Walking Dead figure too.
Nice. And now he's charging a ton because he was in Guardians of the Galaxy. So
Yeah.
I
I will
can't
say
remember
this.
what he charged when I met him.
When I met Jax from Sons of Anarchy, I can't think of his name right now. I stayed in line 2 hours to meet him, and next to him on his right was Michael Rooker. And I've never seen a celebrity at a con have so much fucking fun with the people at his table. Like every interaction, and it kept me entertained for 2 hours. Every interaction was unique and fun, and he was joking, and he was going in front of the table, and he was fucking excellent.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He was great with my son too. I met him, and he came around the table, and he was like, "Has he seen Guardians of the Galaxy?" I'm like, "Yeah," and he's like, and then he started doing Yondu's lines to him, and my son didn't know what the fuck was happening. But Michael Rooker was still a very sweet man, so completely opposite of what this movie is. Very, very nice guy.
Yeah, for sure.
Very complete opposite, like Merle Dixon too in Walking Dead.
Yeah. Well, one day we'll have to do Slither. It's
good
it's a good one for Michael Rooker.
Definitely.
I'll talk about how I got stood up again during that movie. 3 times at this point.
Nice. All right. That is going to wrap it up for this week's episode. Todd will miss you next week. Todd's going to miss next week's episode as he goes to Living Dead weekend. But Steve, what are me and you going to cover?
One of two things, and it depends whether or not I could go to the theater this week. So we're either going to cover Hokum or we're going to cover Obsession. I've already seen Hokum, so that's a possibility. But if I can go see Obsession this week, I will do so, and we'll do that one. So one of those two movies is going to happen next week.
Excellent. Well, I'm excited to discuss either one. So, we'll see. All right. Yeah, so go. Hokum just hit VOD, so that one you definitely is easy to pick up. Obsession still in theaters. They actually pushed the digital release back because it is still killing it in theaters. Even this week, it I think finished 4th for a movie that's been out for 4 or 5 weeks now. It's still just the little engine that could just does not want to go away, which is awesome for that movie. I think it just passed 200 million worldwide for a movie that had a $750,000 budget. Fucking awesome. Obsession or Hokum for next week. Go check both of them out, honestly, because they're definitely both worth checking out. In the meantime, you can keep up with the podcast on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Threads. Just search the Horror Squad Podcast. You can email us anytime, the Horror Squad Podcast at gmail.com. But the best way is our Discord, totally and completely free to join. It's linked on our Instagram, or you can send us an email or DM, and we'll send you that link. It's a lot of fun over there. Movie Club hosted by Steve every month over there, amongst a bunch of other stuff to enjoy. Don't forget our movie, the final episode. It will be available digital eventually, but if you would like to check out it physically, we are selling Blu-rays still. If you are interested, just send us an email or you can DM any of us, and we'll send you a Blu-ray to check out our movie, the final episode.
Oh, based on that, Joe, you can buy the Blu-rays. Just email us. And shout out to Joseph, who I met this weekend at the con. He had actually found us on Letterboxd through one of our listeners' reviews. Emailed me one-on-one, so I brought the fucking Blu-ray to him, met him in person, shook his hand, and that was an awesome experience, me and Joseph, so shout out to him. So yeah, if you want Blu-ray, hit us up. I have like 24 left, so let's go.
Excellent. Also, tpublic.com, we have merch. Just search the Horror Squad Podcast, and that's it. I won't bore you anymore, folks. We'll see you next week for Hokum or Obsession. See ya.
Bye.